Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. I came across this video on my TikTok page. Y'all know I'm all over these social media streets. And this video popped up, and I listened to this young lady because I want to know how many of you have had the same experience as she has, because I've certainly had this experience. There is something about Black Americans that everybody wants to tell us who we are. Everybody is trying to put us in a box. You know, you don't belong in that box, you belong in this box. And it's a box that they want you to be in. For whatever reason, they want to put you in a box. It's not clear to me why people are invested in how we identify. If it's not Africans asking you, where are you from? And you tell them where you're from, then they say, no, no, where are you really from? Now you've got to give them an answer that's satisfactory to them, or they will continue to badger you about where you're really from. If it's not Africans, it's white people saying, no, you are from West Africa. You are from West Africa. That is the only place that you're from. And they are adamant about that. And that's not what the geneticists say. But there are people, and I mean, there's a lot of them because they'll come on my channel trying to tell me who I am and where I'm from and who I should not ever try to identify with. And so for me, the question is, what is it to you? So let's be very, very clear. Black Americans have a very diverse phenotype. There is not one phenotype that fits every Black American. I would almost be willing to bet that there is a phenotype in Black America to fit most of the phenotypes in Africa, and that even includes Ethiopia. The thing about Ethiopia and probably all of the Horn of Africa is that they've been mixed with Europeans and Arabs, and the ones who have been mixed have taken on the identity and claimed the identity of the country, and the original people are hidden back somewhere else, and they look more like the African people. The other day, I saw a lighter skinned Ethiopian complaining because a darker skinned Ethiopian had tweeted something on her page that you people are not the originals, you are colonizers. It was something like that that the darker skinned original Ethiopian had said, and this person was upset about it. So I'm just saying that Black Americans look like Africans all over the continent, the black ones. So somebody posted on this young lady's page, Black Americans are descendants of West Africans. You do not look like any of the Eastern African people groups and ethnic groups. Now, how arrogant is that? This person does not know what every person in East Africa looks like, but they made this claim. Now, it could have come from an African or it could have come from a white person because both of these groups meddle into our business. But I'm going to let you hear what she had to say.
I think it's so funny that every time I say that I resemble or look like East African women, people always comment this. It's almost as if you guys don't realize that there are other countries in East Africa beside Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Somalia. Not every East African phenotypically looks like that. If you just take a moment to Google Tanzanian or Kenyan women, I don't see how you don't see the resemblance. I truly believe that some of you enjoy being intentionally dense, intentionally misunderstanding something. And to address the first part of this comment, Black Americans are descendants of West Africans. There's no way that you can know where every Black American descends from. Have you not heard of something called migration? You don't know that one of my ancestors didn't migrate from East Africa to West Africa and then was a part of the transatlantic slave trade. You don't know that to be true. While it is historically accurate that most of us who were a part of slavery did come from West Africa, there is no real way for you to know that there are not people from other regions of Africa that were not involved in the transatlantic slave trade. And don't get it twisted. I am in no way, shape, or form denouncing or saying that I do not have any West African descent, because I'm quite sure I do. But ancestry doesn't come from only one bloodline. There's a maternal bloodline and a paternal bloodline. Who's to say that one of my ancestors from my mother's side or my father's side is not from East Africa? You don't know that. And the point still stands that I phenotypically do look like Tanzanian and Kenyan women. You can't deny that. And you can't tell me what I didn't physically see. I've been to Tanzania 4 times. I've been to Kenya once, but I've been to Tanzania enough times to have seen myself in these women. Go visit Tanzania or Kenya or Google and then come back and holler at me.
Well, I took the liberty of looking up some Tanzania and Kenyan women, and I think she's right on the money. I think she looks like them. I think she could fit right in with the Kenyan and Tanzanian women, like she said she would. They are beautiful, and she is too. And she doesn't have on a lot of makeup, but she looks like them. And there's something about the people from who those Africans from the Horn of Africa who've been mixed. They think that they've been told by white people that they look the best than all the rest of the people, but they really don't. There are beautiful women all over Africa. There are beautiful women all over Africa, and you have East Africans that look like West Africans and West Africans that look like East Africans. And all of this colonizer language has done so much damage to black people all over the world, always dividing people. I heard years ago a young man from South Sudan said that the two of the large tribes in South Sudan are the Dinka and the Nuer, and I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing them right. But anyway, he said they were the same people for hundreds of years, maybe even thousands of years, until the Europeans came. And then they marked them. He said they put the chicken feet on on one of the tribes, and told them, now, you don't associate with that tribe. And I am told, and I don't know if that's true or not, the same thing happened in Rwanda with the Tutsis and the Hutus. They had been living together for years, years. And then another group of people comes in and divides them so they can take their resources. That's what it's all about. So I think that we have to really be careful about that. But as African Americans, everybody wants to come in and give us an identity. We are Americans. The end. Nobody else gets to define us. That's our job. It's their job to mind their own business and know who they are and leave everybody else alone. But anyway, this young lady is beautiful and she does look like East Africans. If that's what she wants to look like, that's what she looks like, because we really don't all look all that different. But we have distinctive looks, but these looks overlap. So nobody can tell her that she's not from a particular part of Africa. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. Let me know what you think about this. I'm sure some of y'all have had this problem too, but let me know what you think about it. Have a good evening.